I got a topical question for people out there. If you could date any anime character, who would you date? Um, you know, you were a guy, which girl would you date? You were a girl, which guy would you date? If you're a guy, and you are, if you're gay, which person would you go for? You know, I don't know. I just always wonder, like, who would people choose if they were either in their world, or those people could be brought to our world? Who would you choose to take as a lover? Do you take lovers? Who the fuck says that? Who would you choose to, be with if you could? Uh, I don't know. I gotta think about that one for a while. Actually, who would I choose? Well, if you've seen my anime smash list, then. But now, who would I choose to be a girlfriend? To be my girlfriend. Bring her home to mom. Be like, Mom, this is. I don't know. I think I like Hakaze from Zetsu no Tempest. I think I like her. Because Hakaze is hot, but not in like a slutty way. Like she's hot because like especially the way she was with Yoshino. She was like genuinely in love with that guy. So yeah, yeah. Hakaze is a good one. That's a good one. I like her. I like Hakaze. If she was real, I would love her. I'm a big fan of Reverie, but I damn sure come bring her home to mom. You know what? I would do that shit just to see the reaction. Just to see the reaction of how my mom would react. I'm like, Mom, this is my girlfriend, Revy. Hey, Revy, how you doing? I bet. Just pull out a gun. I'm like, whoa. Just called my fucking mama, bitch. That'd be pretty funny, though. I just, like, thinking about it, though. Thinking about how my mom would react, that would be funny as shit. I honestly wonder what would Revy look like if she was in the real world, though, because... Yeah, I do wonder that, because, like, Revy is supposed to be Chinese. Yeah, how the fuck would she look? Cause some of them I just can't even fathom because they just not real looking women at all. Like Ryoko and Ria's Grimmaries. Even though Ria's got red hair, her proportions are like, you know, it's just off like a motherfucker. Zenobia. None of those women could exist in real life, but I just often wonder, like, the ones who could exist, what do they look like? What would they look like in real life? Like Sohara is a character who seemed like she could be a real person. But what the fuck would she look like in real life? She got brown hair and she's Japanese. You know what I mean? So what the fuck? What would that look like? Like what would she look like? I wonder if she was a real person. Cause like none of the Bleach people would seem like they would look right. Like if Yoruichi was a real woman, what would she look like? That's weird to me. I just mind fucked myself a little bit. I never did wonder that shit. Like seriously until now. Cause I wonder what the fuck. I'm really stuck on Revy though. Like what the fuck would Revy look like? Because Revy has some dimensions though that. Yeah, she got a weird. She's proportionally weird too. Cause she has like long legs, but I think she's short. She got like huge, not huge, but seem like they big for her size breasts. But again, she's short. She got brown hair. Huh. I'm gonna have to do some deep thinking about that. But who would you want to be your partner? Male, female, or whatever. Who would you want to be your partner? I think I would choose Hakaze. I like Hakaze. Oh shit. Yeah, I think I would choose Hakaze. I like her. I know who my brother would choose already. He's a huge fan of High School DxD. So my big bro would probably choose either Ryo or Ohki now. Like no questions asked. If I asked him that shit like right now, he would probably say one of the two. Uh, let's see. Everybody else who I know who watches anime. Black Star would probably say Riz too. Yeah, either Ryo or Aki. No, Black Star would. Bert. Bert would probably say Yoruichi. Eric would probably say Yoruichi. Eric watches a lot of weird anime, so I don't know. Eric would probably say, what's that girl's name from The Strongest Disciple? What the fuck is her name? The one who kind of looks like Cammy from Street Fighter. What the fuck is her name? He would probably say either her or Ryoko. He's a big fan of Ryoko. I think that's just like childhood nostalgia too, though. The Ryoko thing, because I'm that way too. Like with Ryoko, like I seen new pictures of her all the time. Just be like, wow, I'm saving that shit. It's just a childhood nostalgic thing, I think. Speaking of Tenchi, there is a great fan fiction story. Go to tmffa.com/old. Click on frames or no frames. Personally, I click on no frames, and then go through regular stories, authors A and B, and look for Roas Roas Atratis. I don't remember how to spell it. I think it's Artredes. But the first story is called Will of the Goddesses. You can just type that. Fuck that. Go to Yahoo or Google and type in Tenchi Muyo Will of the Goddesses. That shit needs to be animated. That guy took a lot, or girl, took a lot of time to make that fucking fan fiction, and it is fucking a masterpiece. That motherfucker needs to be a writer. Like, if he's not, or she is not thinking about being a writer, he or she needs to change their mind. Seriously, because that shit needs to be animated. Like, somebody needs to get a hold of that shit. Matter of fact, Roas, Atratus, if you watching this, get a hold of your own fucking story and email that shit to fucking Genon Films or whoever the fuck owns the Tenchi series now, AIC and Pioneer. Send that shit to the creator and just say, hey, this don't have to be a continuity of the actual series. We can just make this a continuity of fucking the Daughter of Darkness. It can be an alternate storyline to the Daughter of Darkness, but a continuity of that. So, dude, like, man, honestly, that is the best story I've ever read. All of them, because it's multi-part. It is a serious multi-part. It's like the Will of the Goddesses multi-part. It's like 23 or 24 fucking chapters, and then it's like Bonded Through Love, Unexpected Bundles of Joy. Um, it's one about Sasami. Can't remember what that shit was called. Then Of Mother and Daughters, and then the last one was Shadows of the Forgotten Sin. Oh Lord, oh my God! Like, I swear to God, the multi-part ones are just so fucking epic because there's so many battles and shit that if you just think about these motherfuckers being animated, you'll be like, yeah, this would be a badass fucking anime. This would be a seriously bad. I mean, dude, this would be so fucking awesome. Oh my God! Like, just one part that I remember from Shadows of the Forgotten Sin is Tenchi gets kidnapped. Well, not kidnapped, but he gets taken like prisoner or whatever, and he gets sent to this jail. And Tenchi's kind of holding his composure or whatever, trying to remain peaceful, because he's in this jail situation and he's trying to not get into it with any of the prisoners or whatever. But he witnesses his family die, and he fucking loses it. He just abandons all hope. He abandons all of his morals, and he just literally just fucking goes on a rampage in that jail, killing anybody who makes any fucking remark towards. Especially, it was one guy. His name was Rafe, Raff, or Raff, and he made a reference to one of the characters. We're not gonna say who being dead, and Tenchi lost it. Tenchi fucking loses it. I mean, this story is so badass. I mean, like, the person who wrote this, because a lot of people want to see that coupling. It's either they Tenchi and Ryoko fans, or they Tenchi and Aiga fans, or whatever. And he handled that shit right. He handled it right because he didn't fucking, like, like demonize anyone to make Tenchi choose one of the girls. It's not like he fucking just had to, make one of them look bad or anything like that. It wasn't anything like that. It was a good ending for everybody involved in that series that he wrote. Everyone, and it's funny because he had some after that, but they were on the new TMFFA website, and the new one, I think the guy who ran it must have just lost it or something because it hasn't been up in years. But in the newer ones, Tenchi has a daughter named Achika, who was named after, of course, his mother in the Universe series or whatever. And she is destined to fight this group of aliens called the Solna. SSL apostrophe NA. I remember this shit. I haven't read this shit in like years. I remember that shit. They called the Solna. And the Solna are like these reptilian, like, beast things or whatever. And they are like from a different dimension who have beings like comparable to the goddesses. Comparable to Tokimi, Tsunami, and Washu. And yeah, they rip through the dimension and Achika is saved, but in the process of her being saved, in this story, it appears as though Earth has been severely destroyed. Like she don't even know what the fate of her family is because Earth has just been engulfed in like flames. Engulfed in flames. And that one was called The Dogs of War, I think. And she uses the Shakespearean quote. She says in the end, as she's watching Earth like get engulfed in flames and everyone is running and they're screaming and she's like looking back on it in her ship, she says, "Cry havoc and let loose the dogs of war," in her anger induced rage, and that's how that shit ends. And that series did not continue because the author felt that he or she couldn't continue it because of the GXP series as well as the third OVA, which I understand because I used to write fan fiction and I stopped. I used to write Tenchi Muyo fan fiction as well and I stopped because of GXP. But I think I'm gonna start back again just because I remember that story and I'm gonna have to go read it again because I remember Bonded Through Love the most. Not gonna reveal anything about that one. I remember the Will of the Goddesses. That one was like Will of the Goddesses and Shadow of the Forgotten Sins are of like epic proportions because it's an intergalactic fucking war. Like, it is a war. I will reveal this much, okay? For those of you who know the Tenchi fandom, Tenchi is like the chosen like recipient of Tsunami's power. He is Tsunami's soldier. Tsunami's boy, as they say. But in this one that was written by, again, Roas Atrades, I think, Tokimi also chooses her champion. She chooses her soldier, if you will. And this motherfucker is bad. This motherfucker, I mean, before he even had the power of Tokimi, he was already doing damage anyway. And now that he has her power, he is just doing more damage. So, but yeah, man, honestly, I really do want people to read that shit. I'm gonna put a link in the description below, but the website is called tmffa.com. Please go read it. And I know I got off topic there, but this is a breakfast hour video. I got off topic a little bit, but which girl would you want to be your girlfriend? Which guy would you want to be your boyfriend? And all that type of stuff. So just let me know, who would you choose to bring home to your parents to say, hey, this is my partner? Who would you choose? This is Vashis MP, and I am signing out.